What is up everyone, here is FOS giving you a review and a trailer breakdown on Flash Season 3. This video will contain spoilers since it's about the latest episode of Flash, so warning given. This week's episode of The Flash, which was the 15th, otherwise entitled as The Wrath of Savitar, included on an opening with a training session between Jesse, Barry and Wally, which are simulating what would be happening during Iris' murder, which is about Wally being fast enough to sever, and he is until he sees a Savitar figure, which reminds the team that Savitar is still out there and that he should be back anytime soon. That's why they're calling Julian to use him as a speaking device between Team Flash and Savitar. One thing I really enjoyed about this episode was that they revealed finally who are the two remaining guys from the prophecy of Savitar, which are Caitlin and Wally. One shall fall, Iris West. One shall betray, Caitlin. This is because of what she did. She kept a piece of the Philosopher's Stone from Team Flash so that she can get rid of her powers. And that one very piece of the stone was meant to bring Savitar back. It was a good thing that she kept it, but also a bad thing since she kinda did betray the team. One shall suffer fate worse than death. That is Wally. As you can see in this clip right now, he is getting trapped into the Speed Force because of what Savitar planned for him. Savitar made sure that Wally ran fast enough to open a breach between the Speed Force and Earth 1 so that he could come back and trap Wally there so that he could escape. I actually did expect Wally to be the one suffering fate worse than death, because in the comics he does get trapped in the Speed Force when he goes really fast, and in this case he did go really fast. I mean, he opened a breach between the Speed Force and Earth 1, which Barry took the help of Jay Garrick to do that. Well, as I said, I did expect Wally to be trapped at some point in the Speed Force, but not now. I actually thought it would have happened in the ending, so that it would have been dramatic for Joe. He would have lost Iris, and right afterwards Wally. I mean, it would have been mind-blowing for him. One thing I got surprised of in this episode is that Savitar knows how powerful Cisco can be. In fact, he referred to him as a god. I mean, that he can become a god. He probably looked at the past of Cisco, that when River told him that he could have been a god if he wanted to. In fact, Cisco might just be one of the only few characters that can stop any speedster, because he can literally stop the connection between the Speed Force and the speedster himself. So yeah, I think we did see that with Gypsy. She did it once with Wally, and she did it once with Barry as well. So it would have been awesome. It would be awesome if this happens again with Cisco, this time against Savitar. It will just make him go on a higher scale as a superhero. Last but not least, the epic fight between Flash and Savitar. It was mind-blowing how Flash standed Savitar there. Like, when they were fighting, it was like, wow, I did not see that happening. I did not see that coming, although I did figure out that Flash would have lost anyways, because in the promo you could have seen him in a bed with Caitlin medicating him. So yeah. This one you're about to watch is the promo for next week's episode, which is entitled Into the Speed Force.
I'm gonna find Wally. I'm gonna get him back to infinity and beyond.
The Speed Force is a little bit of a crazy place.
Whatever hell Wally's trapped in, I'm gonna set him free.
Never the hero, huh, Barry? Not learning your lesson, Barry.
Leave while you still can.
Neither marathon has a finish line.
So this was the promo, and you could have seen it's about the Speed Force. We do see some returning characters coming back on set, which are Ronnie and Eddie Thawne. Ronnie Raymond and Edithone. I don't know who they are, definitely. I'm quite sure they're gonna be the Speed Force. And they're not the only ones that are gonna come back, but it's also Leonard Snart, always as the Speed Force. In fact, if you remember in season 2, the characters that were shown as the Speed Force were characters that we know on the show, not like the whole Speed Force in itself, which speaks like that. We can actually see in the Speed Force interacting with those who are in it. Also, I'm quite sure that the Caitlyn that is singing is the same one as the Speed Force, because it's creepy hearing Caitlyn singing songs like that, especially with a baby in her or with her. So nah, maybe Killer Frost, but not sure about Caitlyn. We did see that the Speed Force is kind of not as kind as the last time with Barry right now. In fact, they're like, just go away from it while you still can. And I think that's something to do with it. I think it's Wally who needs to get out of there on its own, but maybe Barry will just give him enough advice on how to get out of the Speed Force, since he did get out of the Speed Force in season 2 when he got his powers back. Plus, I'm not sure who that is. I presume it is Leonard Snart. When he's fighting Barry. You can see a hand with black gloves in it. At first, I thought it was Black Flash, because Black Flash is obviously in the Speed. He's a servant of the Speed Force, so I thought it would have been him. But I don't think it is him, because I just know that he's gonna be back around the finale, and it's not the finale tomorrow, next week. So I'm pretty sure it's not him. So I presumably go with Leonard Snart. Also, we do know that Barry goes into the Speed Force to save Wally. Although in the synopsis it does say that he goes into the Speed Force for asking questions about Savita. In fact, yeah, he could just use the chance he has in the Speed in the Speed Force to ask questions about him, to get to know Savita more, so he can be prepared. We do see Jay Garrick in action in this episode, so yeah, I did know that he was gonna come back, but I didn't know when he was gonna come back. So this is it, guys. This is my review for The Wrath of Savita and the trailer breakdown for Into the Speed Force, which will be airing next week on Tuesday, 8/7 Central on the CW. The week afterwards will be the musical crossover alongside with Supergirl. Yeah, it's gonna be airing on the 21st for Flash, and it will be around the ending of Supergirl's episode on the 20th of March. Yeah, please like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you all with Arrow tomorrow maybe. Yeah, so yeah, take care and goodbye.